exactly hot in Barcelona, so quite nice conditions, I would say, for playing football. Maybe a little bit too windy, but down on the injury time with his hand. But he has been in. I think he showed what Villarreal, a lot more of a potent physical threat to their rivals.
Played upfield, and Neymar is unable to keep the ball in play. Well, we have some changes up top for Villarreal, of course, that have started
competitive.
Back down the line, here's Neymar. He's managed to wrestle that away. Stands up strong and tries with a cross field.
Nice flowing moves.
Here's Neymar trying.
Top four than they are now. Yeah, Rodri makes a good challenge.
Taken away from Neymar. Caught up amongst themselves as Rakitic and Suarez occupy the same space. Maker, previously known as Madrigal, is Neymar on the ball.
Because he's lots of physical issues, and he's also played when Luis Enrique's made a run of matches without winning, just got longer and longer.
An experienced coach. His first time really taking over one of the
Quite often coaches stick with their assistants or the whole coaching staff as a unit.
All played over and it's caught.
And then Francis Gruber decided that he wanted to coach on his own and went to it was Elche, wasn't it? He did a good job at. Took them up, kept them up.
It's Neymar. Play. Coming up to 10 minutes played. It's good to see a shot.
Let's not forget a couple of weeks ago in the midweek round of matches, Villarreal came to the...
We'll be leaving at the end of the season. Still no news on his replacement. As Neymar tries to duck. Also taking charge of it's available ball. It was dangerously across, and in the end it's Rakitic who sweeps up as play comes to a halt. There's a foul by Villarreal on the attack. Played onto the left-hand side. It's taken on by Neymar.
Villarreal midfield or defence yet.
Well, Neymar tried a bit of trickery. He couldn't get out of a jam. He's on the ball now, though. Suarez was calling for it instead.
If it's not deliberate, but it does look as if he makes a gesture to stop him doing it. He's just outside of the penalty area. So that's very good call from the referee.
Well, Barca have been clever here. Just moves Suarez. Plays it across. That's good vision to pick out Messi. Tries the early shot. Neymar will poke home. He takes a look over to ensure that he was onside. He gets the nod, and Football Club Barcelona take the lead with their second opportunity of the game. Just chipping away, found their way through, and Neymar gets on the score sheet. Football Club Barcelona 1, Villarreal 0. Neymar breaks into double figures.
Well, the first goal is always the toughest against in this sort of game. I wouldn't mind having a look at this again, though, to see if it's offside or not. Ooh. The camera's not quite in line, is it? And remember, it's got to be a part of your body you can legally score with for you to be offside. Don't know, what do you reckon?
Well, that's a tough call. Neymar immediately looked over. Delivered over almost right onto the penalty spot. Nobody able to reach it for either side. And there's a push in the back on Leo Messi.
Very, very clear push from Jaume Costa. Here's another look at the goal. Let's see. All right, there you go. Well, is his head offside though? Because that would count. But I think we'll give the linesman the benefit there. It just shows, doesn't it, how the eye can be deceived, because that's a good take. That's a good shot, which I think implies that he probably was onside.
In any case, the goal. Iniesta, without really doing too much, Barcelona find themselves ahead. These are the kind of dangerous games for opposition, in which Villarreal really have been doing everything right so far.
We've got a video referee watching that. You can look at that. You don't even have to really stop.
Iniesta, shot loops, and Neymar that time was called offside.
That time the offside, it would take 30 seconds. We'd know. Here's this one, which is clearly offside. Onside. And then when there was another one went against him, he sort of basically didn't say anything and basically got on with it.
To come for it or not. tumble over and come up to half an hour remaining. It was Neymar who was fouled. Rather exasperated Alvaro. There's Neymar. He just spied out of the corner of his eye.
So later on, there will be more gaps.
Neymar.
Forward as well, haven't they? So Barca have had to get it going quickly.
Here's Neymar.
They'll drop a little bit deep, those two lines, when Barca come forward.
Well, it finds its way out. I mean, hit the corner flag. So
just how hard Villarreal are working.
Here's Neymar.
It hasn't been agreed yet. And depending on which paper you read, it's going to be agreed in the general feeling is yeah, he should be
holding. His dogs have been called on. It just overstretches.
Stretches, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, he's going to try and carry on. Here is Neymar on the ball.
Compare that with Las Palmas, who've conceded 47. Should have been a goal.
Final 5 minutes of the first half. We won't have too much stoppage time at the end of Barca on the run. This is a good chance for them. So the ball is blasted wide along the ground. It's Neymar who appears to have shaken off any problem to his groin. He was able to sprint away there on the left channel.
Well, another decent chance. What, 3 chances in minutes, haven't we? Just opening up. Good work from Suarez. Holds off the challenge. And a little bit of a disappointing finish from Neymar.
Well, it's much like that Messi chance. Back with Barca, though. And Neymar on the left. Trigueros is looking over on that left channel.
As you say, let's not forget that Villarreal have got
Barcelona to go forward. Here's Neymar. He's collected the ball from the halfway line and keeps on going. Still Neymar. Still wrestled.
Have saved it anyhow, but it just makes sure that he's not going to get near it. But still, the way.
Now Messi. This is dangerous for Villarreal. Neymar. Jinks past his man, tries to play it across, and Andres Fernandez makes himself big, stretches out his leg, and is able to collect the ball. Tough for Villarreal.
It goes without saying that would have been exactly what Barcelona would have been looking for. Put a bit of clean space between themselves and Villarreal, but once again Andres into, well, mid-table sort of.
Neymar. Swiped up. It's Neymar who brings it down. Does get it under control. Messi. Look for Neymar. Messi finds him. Played across. I think Neymar was caught in 2 minds as to what to do there.
I think he's looking for one from Neymar, the effort from Digne. He's definitely looking to cross that, I think.
Flattery for Luis Suarez.
Once again, though, they're looking for that ball. The Barca defence playing a long way upfield. Something to run onto.
Neymar showed that to Dos Santos, then beat him, cuts back. Taken on by Messi. Stings the hands of Andrew there.
And on his right foot there, Messi.
This is a bit of skill from Neymar. Neymar drags that one back.
It's good marking though by Villarreal, isn't it? Good cover, trying with line of defenders really.
For Barca, it doesn't look as if any substitution is imminent.
When you look at the subs and you think, well, Andre Gomez maybe. He's got a couple of goals recently. Still the next match.
Now to Iniesta. It's a little cut back from Neymar. Doesn't get him further upfield though, and his through ball is just out of the way of Lucas Digne.
He's a big ass. That
possession. Iniesta sends it towards. It was Neymar's claim that he was fouled. Didn't look to be too much in that. Make the switches. As you say, there's no real need to rest players anymore. They've come this far. Maybe just a concession to Jordi Alba. There's Neymar. Tried to get something going with Suarez. Barca still in possession. Oh, brilliant from Neymar. He's carved out that space all for himself. There's Castillejo. Claims the ball for the first time. Neymar dispossesses him. About the decision going against Barca.
Yep.
There's Barca on the attack. They can really kill the game off now with Neymar. Stutter step from him. He just was waiting for Suarez. Ter Stegen.
Went walkabout, didn't he, a bit? Tried, why not just get it out?
Has received a yellow card for this challenge on Neymar.
A couple of studs, nervy weight.
Well, Ricochet's back. It's going to be kept in by Neymar. We've got Andre Gomez warming up, and here's Neymar with that delightful flick up. Set up for a shot.
I think the linesman gave it. I was watching the linesman when that happened. Let's have a look from this angle, which will certainly clear it up for us. Great turn. Well, that's it.
It's a great little chip up to get past Gasper.
Look at games, won't they? They look at games that have cost them the defeat against Deportivo La Coruña.
Down the middle, little delicate chip up. I haven't had the best of luck from penalties in recent seasons, but they find the net in this one. Barcelona 4, Villarreal 1. Final 10 minutes. Plus whatever is added on in stoppage time.